Why is it that some of the worst people in the country are attracted to MAGA and the Republican Party? I mean, take a look at all the people that get attracted to it. You have Hulk Hogan. If you don't know about Hulk Hogan, and I didn't, right? I didn't follow Hulk Hogan since I was a child. Google Hulk Hogan's name on YouTube and see all the people that have been calling Hulk Hogan out for all the stuff he's been doing. Then you get the scammer Grant Cardone, who pops up at the rally in New York. Now he's on Piers Morgan channel. You have Kanye West, who had that birthday party with the naked woman and his child there eating food off of her body. You have Roger Stone, a notorious political trickster associated with Nixon, literally has a Nixon tattoo on his back. You have that scammer, Mr. Wonderful, who is one of the biggest apologists for Trump and MAGA. Look into his past, what he did in Canada and other places. Look at the history of his businesses. You have the Kushner family. Look at Kushner's father and what he did. Look at Kushner himself, son-in-law of Trump. Look at what he did in that deal and the kind of money they made, how corrupt that was. Matt Gaetz, friend of a child sex trafficker who's in prison right now. Boebert, who goes to a kid-friendly event, jerks off her date, and then goes full Karen when she's called out by the staff. Do you know who I am? Trump Jr., he's literally part of the family, but the guy looks like he's on crack half the time. Andrew Tate, a guy who basically admitted that he was dating a child, running a bunch of scam, get-rich-quick type BS, monetizing a bunch of weak young men who are struggling with their relationships and apparently their finances. You got members of the Trump campaign that took meeting with Russian assets, looking for dirt against their political opponents, working with an adversary against this country. Elon Musk, an absolute fraud and psychopath with a Twitter addiction. I think he's posting something like 60 posts a day. Twitter is the most toxic social media platform we have. He's turned Twitter into being more censorious, aiding and abetting other countries in their censorship, spreading lies and misinformation on his platform, rigging the platform so that his posts get boosted and de-boosting people who disagree with him, silencing journalists who critique him. I mean, it's so bad that if I see someone who is just a disgusting person, celebrity, some influencer, I can automatically assume that they're probably MAGA, right? If you're out there scamming people, like just go through, look at CoffeeZilla. Look at the people that he's exposed. I can guarantee you an overwhelming majority of the people that he's exposed, they're like MAGA or MAGA adjacent people. I almost forgot, Donald Trump appointed a bunch of sexual predators to his administration. Multiple of all the people he could have chosen. Why is it, I mean, how on earth do you, because sexual predators is gonna be a small fraction of the population. So how is it that there's so many of them in MAGA? But of course, this makes sense because the leader of MAGA is a rapist who was big friends with the biggest sex trafficker in the world. And although he likes to attack everybody, he doesn't have any problems attacking even a child, whether it's 3 o'clock in the morning when most normal people are sleeping or whatever time of the day it is. But he has a big problem attacking a sex trafficker. And he literally rented his plane a couple months ago. So of course, MAGA is going to attract some of the worst Americans in the country. The most toxic people, the most immoral people, scammers, frauds, criminals. And then you can see the hip hop connection makes sense, right? Listen to hip hop music talking about drug dealing and shooting and killing and gang life. And I got the chopper and I got that Draco. So of course, you're going to see an affinity for Trump and MAGA within the hip hop community. But the question is, why is it like this? Why are some of the most toxic, dishonest, corrupt people attracted to MAGA so much? And let's not forget, white nationalists also love the MAGA movement.